This is today's Impact Wrestling full show results video, and the show started with a match between Kushida vs Chris Bay, and the result of this match was Kushida defeated Chris Bay by pinfall with the small package finishing move. Santino sits down with Tommy Dreamer and Bully Ray backstage, and Santino proposes a live busted open recording at No Surrender. They end up yelling at each other until Santino interferes and pitches a beat the clock challenge for next week. The next match happened between Steve Maclin vs Rhino, and the result of this match was Steve Maclin defeated Rhino by pinfall with the wake-up call finishing move. Then Gia Miller attempts to sit down with Masha Slamovich, but Masha keeps her answers short and in Russian. The next match happened between Johnny Swinger vs Barry Horowitz, and the result of this match was Barry Horowitz defeated Johnny Swinger by pinfall. Then Gia Miller interviews Moose, and Moose reiterates that he is the wrestling god and he is going to get even for what happened last week. Moose goes out and smashes a car window in, and then Santino runs out and reveals that it was his car that Moose was destroying. Joe Hendry walks up and has words, which leads to Santino booking a combat match. The next match happened between Eddie Edwards vs Heath, and the result of this match was Heath defeated Eddie Edwards by pinfall when PCO distracted Eddie Edwards, and Heath hits wake-up call for the 3 counts. After the match, Eddie gets up as PCO enters the ring, and Eddie and PCO brawl until PCO flattens him. PCO hits a reverse DDT and then goes up top, but Eddie rolls out. Father James Mitchell cuts a promo with the Hex, and he calls them the next tag team champions. Kay and Bell also speak about returning to Impact as they have unfinished business, and James bids them farewell. The next match happened between Masha Slamovich vs Alicia Edwards, and the result of this match was Masha Slamovich defeated Alicia Edwards by pinfall with the snowplow finishing move. Masha applies a chokehold until Mickie gets in to break it up, and then Masha applies the rear naked choke on Mickie until other officials try to break it up, and Masha relents and retreats to the back. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Rich Swann vs Kenny King, and the result of this match was Rich Swann defeated Kenny King by pinfall. After the match, King beats Swann down quickly, and he grabs a chair, but Josh Alexander runs down. Swann goes to super kick King, but he moves and Swann hits Josh instead to end the show.